Hello, church. So we need to do some advanced work on our devotionals because we got some services coming up in the life of our congregation for some pretty good folks, and you'll be hearing more on that later. Today we continue in Proverbs 30, and Van Leeuwen in his title introduced the words of Agur, either being portrayed as an oracle, as a skeptic, either asking rhetorical questions or going back and forth with a pious person in the afterwards, which was more Peterson's take. Today we're going to get into this section, which he loosely entitles Curses, and we will do those as their own portion with a little bit of a commentary as we go along. So we're going to be picking up at verse 10 in Proverbs 30. Do not slander a servant to a master, or the servant will curse you, and you will be held guilty. There are those who curse their fathers and do not bless their mothers. There are those who are pure in their own eyes, yet are not cleansed of their filthiness. There are those, how lofty are their eyes, how high their eyelids lift. There are those whose teeth are swords, whose teeth are knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, the needy from among mortals. The leech has two daughters. Give, give, they cry. Peterson is going to have a lot of fun with that one, and you'll be able to hear that in a little bit. Here's the couple of portions of commentary on this next section in Proverbs 30. He begins talking about specifically verse 10. This verse is loosely linked to verses 11 and 14, which follow, by the theme of blessing and cursing, while verses 11 to 14 form a subunit, each beginning with there are those. The remainder of the chapter, separated in the Septuagints, contains a variety of numerical sayings. And that's going to be what we get into in our next devotional. There are curses that are deserved. Servants are in a vulnerable position with respect to their masters. The servant's only recourse may be the curse as an appeal to God for justice. The focus of verses 11 to 14 is on the collective character of sin. Wrongdoing is done in pacts, inspired by a common spirit of wickedness. The cursing of parents is forbidden in the Torah, the law of God. The deception of self-appraisal is a frequent theme in wisdom literature, signaled by the phrase, pure in their own eyes. Lofty eyes are a symbol of pride. Or self-pride, if we want to do that one. And then here's our next portion from Peterson. Don't blow the whistle on your fellow workers behind their backs. They'll accuse you of being underhanded, and then you'll be the guilty one. Don't curse your father or fail to bless your mother. Don't imagine yourself to be quite presentable when you haven't had a bath in weeks. Don't be stuck up and think you're better than everyone else. Don't be greedy, merciless, and cruel as wolves, tearing into the poor and feasting on them, shredding the needy to pieces only to discard them. A leech has two twin daughters named Gimme and Gimme More. All righty then. So tomorrow, wow, this wound up being a really short one. Maybe I should have continued it. Tomorrow, we're going to be stepping into this series of numeric sayings that we'll be having and the formula that it's going to be following for our next section. So we will catch you later. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you then.